Hi everyone, welcome back to Math with Miss Hall, week 3. Today is Friday when I am filming this, and so normally on Fridays what we would like to do is we normally would wear our house shirts. So today I'm representing my house, Amistad. So where's my Amistad people at? Give me a shout out. Let's start talking about math. I hope though you guys have understood everything that's going on with what we're doing with the subtraction 3 grouping. Today we're going to take it a step further. We're going to do it with 3-digit numbers this time, and some money possibly if we get some time, and also checking out to see if we can do if you can use adding to figure out if your subtraction problem's done correctly. So it's kind of like a way to check your work to figure out if you can do it. Now, I have pulled out literally the most important parts of this unit. There would have been a lot more. So this week, what I decided to do was I decided to take out some of those pieces that I didn't have a chance to get to yet, and I put it in a challenge or extra practice slide so that way you guys can do it. But we won't be talking about them really on the slides at all. But you're welcome to go ahead and click the links throughout the slides that I have added to you. Also, normally at the end of this unit, we would do a test, but with the short time that we have left of doing this distance learning, I'm finishing up this unit this week. So this will be the last video for subtraction with regrouping. So next week, we will be doing a brand new unit. My students that previously were ahead of Mrs. Valsek's and Mrs. Harrison's class have not done this unit yet. So this will be new for every single person. So make sure you stay tuned for week 4 because it will be very different. So let's get started. Remember, what you need to have is some base 10 blocks. Now the last 2 weeks, what we've been working on is we've been using this for a 10 stick and this for a 1. Well, later on in the video, what we're going to do is we are going to have hundreds. Well, these aren't going to help you with the hundreds. So remember, if you don't have these, you can print them off online on the link that I gave you, or just find something around your house that could count for something. Well, today what we're adding, what I did is I printed it on paper, and these are hundreds. So these are my 10s, these are my hundreds, because 10 of these makes 1 piece of paper. Now, if you don't have these, or you don't have the ability, cut out a square piece of paper and pretend it's like this. See, this is just the back of mine, but it could count the same. You could say, oh, I know in my head this is different than this, even though they're both squares. You can say, hey, I know what I need to do. Now, again, if you would like to have them, your yes and no parts would be helpful for you guys if you need them on your mat. So we don't need the thousands, but we're going to be using the hundreds column today. And of course, your worksheets. Again, if you don't have access to a printer, just write it down on a piece of paper. No big deal. Okay, so starting out. Also, I put a new video up for you guys to talk about the 3-digit regrouping. It's not a brain power, but it's a video I found online. It looked pretty cool from ABC Mouse, so make sure you watch that too. Okay, so the first one that I am going to look at is this one. It's got the bats on it, and it's called hanging around. So the whole concept with subtraction, using addition to find your subtraction problem, or to check, using addition to check your subtraction problem is the right word to use, is we're going to double check and make sure. So if you look on this very first one, it says 35 minus 12 should equal 23. So that's saying that 23 plus 12 should equal 35. You may say, well, where did you get that from? So basically, this number plus this number should equal your total big number. That should make sense. So let's build that one out just to make sure. So 35 minus 12. So 3 10s. 1, 5 1s. Just drop them. Oops. And as you can see, so I got 5 3. So now I'm going to ask myself, can I take 2? If I have 5 fingers, can I take 2 of them away? Yes, I can. So do I need to regroup? No, I don't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take away how many from the ones. Let's look. It just says take 2, so 1, 2. Put them back in my bag. My bag probably. So then it says, so how many do I have left? I have 3 left. Then it says take away 1 10. I'm going to take my 10 away. How many do I have left? I have 2 10s. And I have 3 1s. So my answer should be 23. So then I'm going to use my addition problem, and I'm going to take the bottom number, the second number, and the third number. So well, you're taking out the biggest one, the 2 smaller ones. I'm going to do 23 plus 12. If I did it right, it should equal the number that I started with. So 2 plus 3 is 5. 2 plus 1 is 3. Did I get 35? If you did, got it correct. Now, let's do B on hanging around. It says 56 minus 24. 56 minus 24. So I'm gonna say, do I need to regroup? If I have 6 fingers, can I take 4 away? Yeah, I can. So do I need to regroup? Nope. Okay. So I take 4. Yep. How many's left? 2. 5 minus 2. 5 minus 2 is 3. So now my next step would be I'm going to take this number plus this number, and it should equal this number if I did it right. So 2 plus 4 equals 6. 3 plus 2 equals 5. Did it match? Do these two numbers match? If they did, you did it right. Let's try one more for C, and then we'll go into the next worksheet. I'm just going to do a couple from each different worksheet, so that way we can have some time with the 3-digit numbers, and then you guys can try them on for yourself. There's plenty of worksheets for you guys to try all these different ones. So C says 45 minus 12 by 5. Can I take 2 away? Do I need to regroup? Now some of these on here you will have to regroup, but just the 3 that we did. 5 minus 2 equals 3. 4 minus 1 equals 3. So my next step is going to be 33 plus. If 33 plus 12 equals 45, then I did it right. If you, for some reason, take this number plus this number and it doesn't equal this answer, then you did something wrong and you need to go back and look at it again. 3 plus 2 equals 5. 3 plus 1 equals 4. The answer is 45. And remember, even if sometimes you see them written sideways, make sure you're writing them up and down because it'll make things a whole lot easier. Okay? And remember, other number 1 rule, make sure you stop and ask for help if you need help. Okay, so that is that paper. I'm gonna move on to this one that's still on worksheet number 1, and it's the guess and check. So it's got its own separate thing. So you got your subtraction and then you got your check. Okay, so the first one says 58 minus 18. Again, don't go too fast if you don't need to, but if you need to count out with your cubes and stuff every single time, still do it. It's important to not push yourself and make it and go too fast before you're ready, because you won't understand it when it gets harder. So 8 minus 8, that equals what? Do I need to regroup? So 8 minus 8 is 0. 5 minus 1 is 4. There you go. Answer should be 40. Am I done? Nope. I need to do my addition. So 40 plus 18. If I did this right, it should equal 58, right? 8 plus 0 is 8. 4 plus 1 is 5. Is 58 the same? Yep. Did I do it correctly? I did. Good job. Now write it on your paper. If this concept is not making sense to you though, or I'm going too fast or not doing enough problems, make sure you pause the video and you rewatch it if you need help, okay? And the next one, let's do one with regrouping. Says 66 minus 57. Now, remember the divided parts are for your tens and ones so you can see them separately. So I'm going to do that on my paper. So if I have 6 fingers, can I take 7 away? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I cannot. So what do I need to redo? I need to regroup. Yes, I need to regroup. Now, if you want to build it, let's build it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so I need to take this and I need to say, okay, I have one in my hand, put it over here. And then I need to say, ooh, I need to regroup this. So I need to count out 10 cubes in my hand. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. And I asked myself this question, are these the same? If I say yes, I'm going to put this one back in my bag. And I'm going to put these down on the mat, remember? And I'm going to count it up. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I have 16 ones now. Can I take 7 away from that? Yes. So I no longer have 6 ones though, or 6 tens. I have 5 tens. And I no longer have 6 ones. I have 16 ones. So now 16 minus 7 is an easy thing to do. All we have to do is just swipe away the cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Put those back in my bag. And then I just have to count up what's left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 9 tens and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need to write 9. I think I 9. 5 minus 5 is, oh, we haven't taken that away yet, but we have 5 left right now, right? So now, if it says we need to take 5 away, take all of that. That happened, oops. Put them back in my bag. That's going to equal 9. There you go. So now what we need to do is to check this out. We need to do 57 plus 9. Like I had up there, checking it out. So if 57 plus 9 equals 66, and we did the answer correct. So 7 plus 9. So 9 plus 7. Because I'd say 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We did it right. So I'm going to put my 6 down here. My 1 up here. 1 plus 5 is 6. The answer is 66. Did we do it correctly? Yes, we did. Good job. Now, I think you guys are set on those, but if you need help, make sure you pause the video and keep going, okay? Now, the next one that I'm going to be working with is we're going to do it where it talks about the 3 and all the only thing that is different when you're integrating with your hundreds and regrouping with your hundreds like we had been doing is the fact that you're just using the hundreds place. So you have to say, okay, in the hundreds place, do I need to regroup? Now it's possible you have to double regroup, which we'll talk about. So don't panic, it's still the same concept. So I'm gonna start with this one where it says 736 minus 372. So that's the one I'm gonna build. Because remember, we're back to building it because I want you to make sure you understand what you're doing. Minus 300. See, so I'm building 700. So 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I like to make them like really small because then that way they fit on my mat better. Because if I have really, really big hundreds, it's not gonna, so don't make sure it's like not too big a piece of paper. See, look, I got my hundreds. So that's what we got. Now, 3 times. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. So right now I should have 736. So that's what I have. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm always starting with 1 still no matter what. So if I say I have 6 fingers, can I take 2 away? Yep. Yes, I can. So do I need to regroup? Nope. So let's take my 2 cubes. Let's put them away. How many do I left? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna put her here. Now, we're not done yet. Even though we didn't have to regroup for that one, we still might have to. So if we look at our tens place, if I have 3 fingers, because we're on our tens one where it says 3 minus 7, can I take 7 fingers away from 3? No, I can't, right? I can't do it. So what I need to do is I need to take one of these, which is equal to 10 of these, and I need to take one of these, and I need to count out 10 tens into my hand, just like I was doing with my ones. Only this is like, it's just you're going up in the place value. So here's my 1, and I'm trying to make them be the same. Remember, I'm not adding any, I'm just regrouping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So just like we did when we were regrouping the ones, we are going to say, are these 10 tens the same thing as 100s? 10 tens is 100. Are these the same? If I say yes, I do the same thing. I put my hundreds back in the bag. And I'm going to put these 10 tens just like I would do for my on my map, like for my one. So I have 6 tens, or I have 600s now. I have, let's count it out. I don't have 3. I have what? 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 13. I'm gonna put 13 up there. 13 minus 7. So now, can I take 7 away from 13? Yeah, I can. Look. 1, 2, which is also the same thing as 10, 20, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are going to go back in my bag. And I'm going to say, how many do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 10s left. So it's like I have 60 left. So I'm going to write my 6 right here. Then it says, take your 3 hundreds away. So now I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, and put them back in my bag. Now I count how many I have left. 1, 2, 3. 3. So the answer should be 364. Let's double check and make sure that's what we built. 100, 200, 300, 310, 320, 330, 340, 350, 360, 361, 362, 363, 364. We got 364, then we did that one correctly. Good job. So I'm just going to write that one and move forward. So this is how it should look on your paper. There's nothing in my one spot because I didn't have to do anything, remember, okay? Let's do the next one. Clear off your mat. You're following along with me. See, that wasn't so bad. The next one says 560 minus 127. 560 minus 127. That's the second one on number 1. Now, so I need 500s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't need any ones. So this is what it should look like. I'll make it neater so you guys can see it better. So get in my finger. There's 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 60. Okay, so what we're gonna say, if I have 0 fingers and I need to take 7 away, do I need to regroup? Yep, I do. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our 10 like we would normally. And we would say, we count our 10 once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I ask myself the question, are these the same? If I say yes, I put this one back in my bag. And I put that one up top here. Remember? So on my paper, I'm gonna write that is 10 because there's no other one, so we know it's 10. There's no longer 6 10s, 5 10s. If you don't start with the ones, you're not going to get it right if you have to double regroup or you have to regroup the hundreds place. So be careful. Always start with your ones, no matter what. Okay, moving on. So 10 minus 7. So let's take 7 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those back in my bag. How many do I have left? 1, 2, 3. And we have 5 minus 2 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can take 2 away, so we don't need to regroup. So take my 2 10s away. So how many are left? 1, 2, 3. On the whiteboard. 3. Now it says 5 minus 1. So I'm taking 100 away. How many I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4. 433. That's how many I have. So I'm gonna write that in my on my page. This is what it should look like. Okay. Let's do another one on this page and then we'll go to the next worksheet. Remember, I told you I gave you a bunch of practice problems so you could do it. So 257 minus 104. So reset my board. Where am I at? 200s. 4, 5, and then 10s, and then I need 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 ones. 200s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, it's all the same. So I have 7 fingers. Can I take 4 away? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I can. So do I need to regroup yet? No. But am I done? Nope. So let's take 4 away. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. So I have 3 left. Put 3 down. Then, if I have 5 fingers and I need to take none of them away, do I need to regroup? Still no, right? So if I need to take none of them away, do I need to do anything? Nope. Moving on to my hundreds. I have 200s and I need to take 2 fingers. I need to take 1 of them away. Am I good? Do I need anything? Do I need to regroup? Still no. But I still need to take 1 of the hundreds away. So what we should have in the end is 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So 150, 151, 152, 153. You should have 153 on your paper. So 5, 1. Now, if you really wanted to try something, you can try doing that adding to check your work thing, but don't feel like you have to for the strategy yet. Okay? So I didn't need to regroup at all. So I just did. So that's all it has to look like. Does that make sense? So let's flip on to the other side of that paper. It's one of those that would be for the versatiles if we had them in school, but we don't. So these are the answers. You only have to use them once. They're the answers to all of these. Let's just do one of them and just to show you how to do it. And then we'll go on to our other couple worksheets, pick a couple from there, okay? So now, remember this one's called giving it all away. So the first one said 428 minus 293. 428 minus 293. Now, if I have 8 fingers, can I take 3 away? Do I need to regroup? No, I do not. So that's 5. If I have 2 fingers, can I take 9 away? No, I can't. So I need to regroup. So I'm going to take it from my 4. Now, if you want to use your cubes, still use your cubes. Okay? 4. That's going to turn into a 3. So it makes my 2 is going to turn into a 12. 12 minus 9. Remember, touch our head, we can try the strategy. 12 11, 10, 9. How many fingers did it take to get there? 3. 3 minus 2. Well, we know that's just 1. So the first one on this one is 135. So also, if you're rewriting this on a piece of paper and you're not copying it off of my worksheet, the other rule besides the other number 1 rule besides starting with ones is make sure your digits are lined up, because if you accidentally are copying it over and you don't have your digits lined up, it won't make any sense. So like for instance, if you did it instead of 428 and you did 293, do you see how that would mess it up? Because it would look like yours 8 minus 0, 6 minus 3, 4 minus 9, and 2 minus 0. Like that doesn't make any sense. You have to make sure your digits are lined up or else it won't make sense. So don't do it that way. Okay. So 135, we're going to go find it down in our answer box. Look, it's I. So we're just going to cross out I. You know that we used it already. Okay. So that's how you do that worksheet. Again, please just try it. Try the rest of them on your phone so that way you guys can get the practice that you need, okay? So moving on to this one. This one's the starburst one. So the worksheet number 3, really all it is just some more work. It's just literally more problems. This is worksheet number 3. There's this one. And then there's this money part, which it's the same exact thing. You just add a $sign. Literally, that's the only difference. So don't get fooled and don't get like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. You got this. Don't panic. You got this. You can do this. Okay. So this one's the starburst one. It's the same exact thing. All you're doing is just more practice problems. The more you practice, the more you get at it. And remember, I'm going to a new unit next week. So that's why I'm giving you so many practice problems so that you guys can do it. Okay. So first one says 832 minus 560. Now, I have 2 fingers. Can I take 0 away? Do I need to regroup? No, I don't. So I'm going to put 2 minus 0 equals 2. Now, 3 minus 6. If I have 3 fingers, can I take 6 away? No, I can't. I need to regroup. Right? Yes, I need to regroup. Okay. So this 8 needs to go and turn into a 7 because I'm going to take 10 tens. Remember, I'm taking one of these and I'm asking myself if 10 of these is the same thing as one of these, right? Make sense? So that's going to turn this into a 13. And that's going to say, so we're going to do 13 minus 6. So touch our head and say 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So how many fingers did it take to get there? 7. 7 minus 5 equals 2. So the answer should be 272. That one, it's a little smaller for me to be able to do with my marker, but that's basically what it should look like. Let's do one more on this one. This is another one where I was talking, is exactly what I was talking about. If I don't line my ones up correctly, it won't turn out correctly. So if I line it up like this, is this correct? No, because this is a hundreds place, your tens and your ones. This is your tens, these are your ones. You cannot have ones in your tens and tens in your ones. That doesn't make any sense. So you got to make sure that you do 29 and make sure it's lined up the right way. Start with your ones. It's super important, remember. So if I have 8 fingers, can I take 9 away? No, I cannot. So I need to regroup. Hopefully you're getting this by now. I'm trying to go a little faster because you've done it so many times. So 3 is going to turn into a 2. 8 is going to turn into what? 18, because I'm adding that 10. 18 minus 9. Well, we know my doubles facts, and my doubles facts is 9 plus 9 is 18. So it's 9. 2 minus 2 equals what? 1 minus 0. So that makes you feel better and it helps you out. You can put a 0 there if it makes you feel better for a placeholder, but it's really important that it gets lined up. 1 minus 0 is 1. So 109. Does that make sense? That should be your answer for that. Okay. Once you try the rest of the Starburst ones all by yourself. Remember when I say Starburst, I mean the ones that are little Starbursts. On the back side of that worksheet is the one that's subtraction. I'm going to do 1 on this one, and then I'm going to do 1 on the money one. But remember, money is just adding a symbol. That's all the difference is. Don't get fooled. So the first one says 728 minus 693. Okay, so I have 8 fingers. Can I take 3 away? Yep, I can. So I don't need to regroup. So 8 minus 3, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Takes 5 fingers. So 5. Now, if I have 2 fingers, can I take 9 away? I cannot. So I need to take from my 7, make that into a 6, from my 2 into a 12 because I regrouped. If you need to do it with your cubes, make sure you do it. 12 minus 9. Well, let's count up. 9, 10, 11, 12. Took 3 fingers, so it's 3. 6 minus 6 equals 0. So I can either put the 0 or I don't. It's not really necessary. So the answer should be 35. So that's how you do for this one. Now, the last one I'm going to work on with you guys is that money one I was talking about. Now, it's just exactly like the versatile one, where all you have to do is you find your answer problem. Your answers are down here, and you can only use them once. So if you find something and it's not down here, then it means you got the answer wrong. So find it, look for it again, okay? So the first one says, and make sure you use your dollar signs because that's important too. The labels are important. So 342 minus 128. Now, that's how it's written on the page, but it might be easier if you do 2 dollar signs so that way you don't accidentally move your 1 over. So if I have 2 fingers, can I take 8 away? So I need to regroup. Okay, so I'm going to take a 4. I'm going to turn that one into a 3. 3. And I'm going to turn this 2 into a 12. 12 minus 8. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 4. 3 minus 2 is 1. 3 minus 1 is 2. Am I done? No, I need my dollar sign. 208 or $14. So now you need to look down here. A is 214, so I found down, that is correct. Now, let's do one that you have. I don't know if there's any you have to double. I don't think there's any on this page that you have to double regroup, but you would just do it the same way you would. Actually, I found one. It's on the Starburst paper. So I'm gonna go back to the Starburst paper. We'll drop my eraser. So I'm gonna do this one. On the Starburst paper, it's like the bottom. It's the bottom Starburst. 312 minus 136. I have 2 fingers. Can I take 6 away? No, I can't. So I'm going to turn this one into a 0 for now. I'm going to turn this one into a 12. 6 plus 6 is 12. So I know 12 minus 6 is 6. 0 minus 3. I can't take, if I have 0 fingers, can I take 3 away? No. Even if I did the 1, it still wouldn't make sense. But this is why you have to start with your 1s. So I need to take my 3, and I'm going to turn that one into a 2. And I'm going to turn my 1 to a 10. 10 minus 3. 10, 9, 8, 7. 7. 2 minus 1 is 1. So the answer should be 176. Now, if I went too fast, make sure you go back through and you watch the video over again and you see what you need to do. And I'd love to see your answers. I have all the answer keys. So if you need anything, please don't hesitate to contact me and make sure you try them out. So next week, we're going to have a new unit, remember. So make sure you're watching the video and asking for help. And I hope to see you guys soon next week. Bye. Go Team Amistad. Where are my people at? Go Red Team. Bye, guys. Have a good week.